Yeah, we're disappointed Saturday. I think we've had a good chat with the lads. We actually, made mistakes that we haven't been doing in the past or the previous 5 games. Especially on the shape of the team, we were very, very open at times and very susceptible to counter-attacks. And we've not done that in the previous games. We've looked really solid, and from that solid base, we've looked as though we'd score goals.
You're the lowest scoring team in the Premier League. How conscious of that are you, and how do you address it?
No, not at all. I don't. If we score 1 goal and the opposition score none, we get 3 points. So it makes absolutely no difference to me. I think the most important thing is that we get back to what we were doing before Saturday.
Aston Villa Boxing Day. What type of a game are you expecting?
I've got a lot of time for Paul. I think Paul's had took over the football club, and he's brought a lot of the young players through and a lot of the kids through, and expectations there now, having stayed up last year and finished comfortably. The expectations at Aston Villa will be high, but that's the same with everybody, and Paul has to deal with that and manage it, and he'll understand it. But we expect a tough game. Villa's a fantastic football club. They have really nice people there. Every time I've been there, whether to watch a game or to be in charge of a team, they really treat you well. It's a traditionally, and even to today, a very, very, it's a top club.
A team that play with a unique style and a lot of pace in their team. How do you counteract that?
Yeah, they've got some very, very exciting players, and on their day they can cause you enormous amounts of problems. We've a problem at the club at the moment because we've got quite a few injuries. And obviously Shamak is suspended on Boxing Day, so I think it's 10 players injured and Shamak out. So it's 11 players or near on 11 players that we can't call. So it's a big miss for us. But having said that, the players that have played and performed in the games have done exceptionally well. So we'll go there. We'll make sure that we prepare properly and hopefully get a result.
One eye on the January transfer window at this stage, particularly with your injury crisis?
Well, not so much with the injury. We're hoping at the end of January, 3 or 4 of them long-term injuries will be back, and 1 or 2 have got hamstring and calf strains that have been picked up over the past couple of weeks. We're hoping they'll be back and ready to go as well.
Obviously, Christmas is an incredibly busy time for you. Have you got a plan in place for your squad? You're going to be in Christmas Day. How's it work?
No, we do it. We do it the way I think is right at the time for the squad and how we do it. I've done it always. I've come in on Christmas morning. I've done it other ways. We haven't gone in on Christmas morning. So I've been very, very open to try and find the best way of doing it. It's how you feel at the time, I think.
How pivotal is this period going to be for this football club, bearing in mind the situation?
Well, we've got 2 very difficult away games, and we know from Villa then we go to Man City 2 days later. It's a massive call for a club of our stature at the moment to do that, but that's what's been in the Premiership is all about.
And the games come thick and fast. Another couple of days after that game, you've got Manchester City away. So
difficult
Christmas.
Yeah, let's deal with Aston Villa. I'm getting enough sleepless nights thinking about Villa without putting Man City on the plate as well.
The transfer window is coming thick and fast. Do you hope to conclude some deals early in the transfer window?
Yeah, I think it's
towards the end?
I think it's ideal that you do your business early on because there's so many games through January, and you don't want to be chasing it right to the end of the month. But that determines on who will go as well as who will come in. So there has to be a little bit of movement out to bring people in.
One of those players that might be on the move, I think Kevin Phillips suggested that he might be going. Is that true?
Well, I've spoken to Kevin numerous times, and he was in today, and we'll have a chat over Boxing Day as well. I'll have a bit more time. Christmas Eve when we're up in Birmingham. So I'll have a little bit more time to sit with Kev.
Good luck for these games.
Thank you.
Have you got a number as to the amount of players you'd like to try and bring in over January?
No, it's just a case of seeing who's available, what we've got, what we can do, and just trying to wheel and deal it and do it to the best interest of the football club.
When you look at the relationship of Vincent Tan and Malcolm Mackay, how key is your relationship going to be with Steve Parry?
Well, it's paramount. I think I've just come from a football club where Peter Coates was my chairman, and Peter Coates was you know, a very, very good friend. He wasn't just my chairman, he was a very, very good friend. And that's the relationship you want and, you know, what you need to be successful. And Steve's been fine. There's been absolutely no problems, you know, with communication with him. And, you know, may that continue, especially over the next couple of weeks.